Time for Around the Ozarks in 5, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Roto-Rooter Plumbing and Drain Service, Blue Current, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
And good morning once again, and here we are already on Friday. It seems like it's been a quick week. I asked somebody at work if they felt that way, because you know how sometimes you all feel the same thing, like it's been a long week, but the guy at work said that it was a short week too. So, and you say that too, so that's it, 3 of us.
Yep. 3's the majority. There you go. Here's some news. If you are heading out to go shopping this weekend, you better not leave your purse in your shopping cart. In the first 10 days of April, Springfield police say they took 6 reports of purses being stolen right out of the shopping cart. So watch out. Officers say it's not been one particular store or even location or part of town, but clearly thieves are waiting for an easy target.
That's interesting. Don't hear much about that, but
Yeah, I don't carry a purse. See, Ethan? Now you know that it's beneficial.
Yeah.
There are times where he's like, babe, if you carried a purse, I wouldn't have to carry your chapstick for you.
That is true.
And I'm like, well, I don't want it to get stolen out of the cart. So
I'm bogged down with 20 extra pounds of her stuff, but not having her purse stolen. So we got that going for us, which is
I
nice.
feel like he's got lots of pockets, you know? So all right. Springfield Public Schools is being sued by the Missouri Attorney General's office for not easily handing over what should be public record. At issue, the state was demanding that SPS turn over their records relating to the teaching of the critical race theory. The trial has now been pushed back to January of 2025 to give both sides more time to prepare. The then AG, Eric Schmidt, sued the district in 2021, claiming that the schools violated the Sunshine Law. The school district said the request made by the AG was too broad and would require thousands of hours to research and review all the documents, and that in doing so, the district would require, quote, appropriate reimbursement. So when filing a Sunshine request, there's not supposed to really be any exorbitant fees if it is to serve the public, which is what the AG says his office was trying to do whenever they were told how costly it would be for them. So we'll see how that goes down in January of 25.
Going to trial, yeah.
Yeah. It could soon be 18 before you can get legally married in the state of Missouri. The Senate is moving forward with some new legislation on that. Currently, 16 and 17-year-olds can get married in Missouri as long as they have parental consent and as long as the person they're marrying is under 21. However, a new Senate bill would change all that. Supporters say that it'll cut down on emotional and potential sexual abuse of those who are technically still minors.
Interesting. Yep. I hadn't really thought about that much, but I know in the old days,
in the olden days,
meaning the World War II generation, and maybe probably before, that people used to get married at very young ages. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about it. Congratulations to Bill Darr. He was named one of the first inductees into the very first class of the Missouri Agriculture Hall of Fame. The Ag Hall of Fame was formed last year, and Mr. Darr founded American Dehydrated Foods and International Dehydrated Foods back in 1978. Safe to say that did very well as a business for Mr. Darr. He sold it for $900 million in 2019.
Can you imagine? That's so crazy.
Man, start a business. I mean, what a business it was, too, to be able to bring in that kind of dough.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Yes.
Congratulations also to the West Plains High School Choir. They took the high school choir. They took on high school choirs from all across the country and finished in first place out of the whole country at a big competition in Atlanta. They took gold medals for concert choir, chamber choir, men's choir, and women's choir. And all of that gave them enough points to win the entire competition, which
that's impressive.
That's really impressive.
Go really Zizzers.
Yeah,
Zizzers.
I want to go down there and hear a concert.
I know, me too.
Makes
I
me
actually
wanna go
do.
down.
Me
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Well, the baseball season is just getting started for the year. It's not going well for the St. Louis Cardinals. They are in last place in the National League Central with a record of 6 wins and 7 losses. This comes after finishing dead last in the Central last season. It's not sitting well with fans either. In fact, on Tuesday of this week, the Cardinals had the lowest attendance for a night game in the history of the new Busch Stadium, which opened in 2006. So maybe, just maybe, that message will get through to team ownership and management, because losing is not the Cardinal way. And this, maybe, I think for the first time, but the general manager of baseball operations, Mozeliak, was booed at opening day
Ooh,
by the crowd.
that's no good.
Cardinals fans don't boo very often, but when you finish in last place for the
Are
whole
Cardinals
season,
fans classy?
well, typically, I don't know about that. You go to a game and you hear all kinds of stuff, but they know baseball. I mean, they're known across the league for knowing baseball, being very good fans, appreciating great plays even on other teams and applauding that. And they don't throw boos around. It's not like Philadelphia
I heard that.
or Pittsburgh or New
Ouch.
York. They don't
Listen,
throw
I'm
boos
sorry
around.
if you're in the audience from Philly.
So if you get booed in St. Louis, you probably deserve it. Gary Templeton, years ago,
All
he didn't
right.
react well to being booed. Okay, you can look that up for those of you who don't know Gary Templeton. But the manager at the time, Whitey Herzog, grabbed him by the shirt collar and yanked him into the dugout because he basically flipped off the crowd. And Augie Busch, the great owner back then of the St. Louis Cardinals, had him off the team within weeks.
Wow.
Got rid of, and guess who we got to replace Gary Templeton?
Red.
Ozzie Smith.
Ozzie Smith.
Ozzie Smith.
I was gonna say Red Shane Dienst because it's like the only Cardinals name that was coming to mind. I know Ozzie signed that jersey.
That's his jersey right
Right
there,
there.
signed by the Wizard.
Yep.
My favorite
There you
player
go.
growing up.
Yes.
All right. Inflation numbers are, we already did that, didn't we? Inflation numbers. Or is that you?
Inflation numbers is you.
Yeah.
Go on with your bad
Is
self.
this me?
Yeah.
Forever stamps. Inflation numbers are up because we told you about that. That's what I was thinking about. We already told you about that. That means prices are up on just about everything. So why not add stamps to the growing list? The price of forever stamps is now jumping from 68 cents to 73 cents in July, assuming that the increase is approved by the Regulatory Commission, but it will be. So there you go.
Yeah. All right. If your kid eats Lunchables or maybe your grandkid, watch out. One consumer group says the turkey and cheese one and the pizza one apparently have way too much sodium. So Lunchables apparently developed 2 versions of the Lunchable snacks. One that was supposed to be for schools nationally as part of a school lunch program. And then one that you would buy at Walmart or wherever, just like as an individual. And I guess the ones that they developed for the school program has a lot more sodium than just the one that you would regularly buy at the store as an individual. So here's what you need to know, because it might depend. Like, I don't know where you're getting your Lunchable. Like, anyway, check the label, because sodium intake is a thing that you should be at least somewhat aware of. Some people need to be hyper aware, but others need to be somewhat aware of sodium intake. So check the label, because the consumer group doesn't seem to have a dog in the fight. And they're like, watch out for the levels of sodium in some Lunchable versions.
Okay.
All right. The HBA Home Show is this weekend at the Ozark Empire Fairgrounds. It's always a big hit. Thousands of people take part. There are lots of home building, home remodeling experts on hand. They can answer any and all questions that you may have. They also have interactive workshops available. It is today through Sunday. Today's hours, Friday, noon to 6, Saturday, 10 to 6, and Sunday, 11 to 4.
That's one of the ways over the years that I've grown to know that spring is upon us. Baseball starts, the Masters is happening, the golf tournament,
Yeah.
and the HBA home show is happening
Yes.
because everybody wants to see, what can I do to my house? How can I fix it up this spring? Everybody's got the future's
Plans.
bright, isn't it? It's going to be a
Well,
long,
and
nice summer.
I've never had a desire to like build my own house. I will walk into a house and be like, "Oh, this is a cool house," but I don't want to like go build one. But I will say that going to the HBA home show, because I used to cover it as a reporter,
Right.
is pretty darn cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
They've got all kinds of stuff in there
So,
that you're going to need for your house.
yeah.
Can't
So,
afford it, but you're going to need it.
yeah, it's truly pretty great. So, anyway, it's fun. You do get ideas. I'm not not an ideas girl. I don't care to have ideas for my home. I just don't. But if you do, then it's your show. And Ethan would enjoy it. Ethan one time sat down and like sketched a house and what it would look like on a piece of paper if he were to build a home. Never in my life would I care to do that. All I care about is, are there trees? We need trees. We need preferably woods. Location is a big deal to me. Is there a running trail nearby? Could I ride my bicycle out of the garage and be safe? These are the things I'm looking for, but I'm always impressed by the home show.
Okay.
There
And
you
if
go.
you're looking for something else to do, we told you earlier this week, there's lots of stuff going on this weekend. You can check out aroundtheozarks.com and the calendar. The events calendar really is a great calendar. It's got all kinds of stuff that you can do. So you should probably be checking it out before Friday so you can plan your weekend. But just know that going forward, it's a great asset.
It is a fantastic calendar, aroundtheozarks.com. And we also still have our contest going on to win tickets to the St. Louis Cardinals baseball game on Sunday, April 21st.
Yep.
That game's at Busch Stadium, and you can win tickets by entering your name and email address at aroundtheozarks.com or on our Around the Ozarks app.
Yeah.
So there you go. Good times.
You got good odds. Take the chance. Win those tickets.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining us. Happy weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday, Lord willing, and we hope that you have a good one.
Yeah. We'll see.